Good morning. I'm Captain Dory Korn at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I oversee our homicide, sex crimes, and abuse neglect operations. With me today is Lieutenant Jason Johansson, who oversees our homicide investigations. And we're here today to brief you on a stabbing series that we've been working for the past week that involves 2 homicides. The suspect in this stabbing series, identified as Christopher Martell, was arrested yesterday after he attempted to murder 2 additional victims. I'm going to provide a brief overview of our investigation over the past week, and particularly over the last 48 hours. And then I'm going to hand it over to Lieutenant Johansson to provide some of the specifics, the timeline of what happened, and our arrest operation yesterday. Our first incident occurred last Wednesday when a homeless female was found stabbed to death near the 1400 block of University Avenue. Our second incident occurred just 2 days ago when another homeless female was found stabbed to death at the 1500 block of Flamingo. At that time, we were concerned that the 2 incidents could be related, and we immediately enacted our major case protocol. As you know, our major case protocol is used as a mechanism to bring together a variety of resources from across the organization and to maximize the progress of the investigation as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, we had limited information on the first 2 incidents, but our team has been working nonstop since Tuesday morning on this major case protocol with little to no sleep. And thanks to their collaborative effort, we were able to start zeroing in on a potential area for where that we believe the suspect involved in these incidents was living. We didn't have the suspect identified at that time, but we believed we had a particular area we were focused on. At that time, we installed some covert police cameras in the area. We also began a pretty heavy enforcement operation that involved bringing in a lot more officers in the area and conducting a variety of different efforts to try to identify or apprehend the suspect as quickly as possible. Because of those efforts, yesterday, when the suspect conducted another unprovoked attack of 2 other victims, we had some resources in place, some technology in place, and we were able to quickly apprehend the suspect and move forward with the investigation to an arrest. With that, I do want to hand it over to Lieutenant Johansson, who's going to go over some of the specifics and the arrest operation. And then we'll take questions at the end.
Good morning. My name is Lieutenant Jason Johansson. I'm in charge of the homicide section. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the investigative efforts as they proceeded. As you know, on September 14th, on Wednesday, we responded to a report of a female who had been stabbed to death at the 1400 block of University. This was reported at approximately 5:50 p.m. During our initial investigative efforts, we quickly determined that the victim had actually been there for some time, that the actual time of the attack of when the victim likely was murdered was at 2:41 a.m. the prior morning. Initially, while we watched the video, we noticed that the suspect, who is seen here to my left, is wearing a black puffy jacket, was wearing a black pants, appears to have brown boots and a black fedora on his head. He's also wearing a surgical mask. This is the initial information that we had, and we began a very extensive canvass of the entire area. Reference the video clearly, based on the angle we have, it shows the attack that occurs, and it is very horrific what occurs to the victim in this case, who's a 57-year-old white female. Right now, I'm going to provide you video from the video canvass that we did, where we began to start tracking the suspect's movements through the location. So. The initial video where you see the male turn the corner, that is from an apartment complex that's located just to the east of where the crime occurred, and that's after the murder occurred. The video that's going on right now at the sidewalk, this is at the location of the crime. Based on that, we were able to continue to track the subject's movements as we begin, but we lose him through the video surveillance efforts in the area of Rochelle and Caliente. That is where we begin to lose where he was at. We began extensive canvass on person for the following weekend as we began contacting residents in the area, trying to identify anyone that might know who this person is that is wearing the black puffy jacket at that point in time. On September 20th, 2022 on Thursday at 6:54 in the morning. South Central Area Command officers responded to another report of a female who was stabbed. Officers from homicide were quickly notified, responded to the area, and we quickly determined that in this case, as in the first incident, that the female victim was also transient. She appeared elderly, and she was also suffering from multiple stab wounds to her upper torso, and she was a 74-year-old female. Based on that, the initial findings during our preliminary interviews and a preliminary investigation, we quickly began a video canvass to identify and see if our suspect is wearing similar clothing to the murder that we are working from the 14th of September. As you can see, during our video canvass, we located the picture to my left of the suspect in this particular stabbing that occurred on the 20th. Although he is wearing different clothing through our video canvas, we did begin to believe initially, and this confirmed it, that this was likely the same suspect as he walks towards the same area of Rochelle. Right away, as Captain Corn pointed out, we immediately instituted a major case protocol because we believed we had a suspect who was unidentified, and we believed that he was possibly targeting unhoused females who are living in the area alone, and that we knew that he was operating with a knife. We initially coordinated with multiple different sections across our department to include the Area Command, who immediately began conducting enforcement operations in the area and pushing the picture out to multiple different parties that live in that area to see if anybody knew that area, and officers that work that area, including UNLV Police Department. We also coordinated with our Office of Community Engagement, who has our homeless outreach team, to start doing operations in the area to contact the homeless, to advise them of what was going on, but also to find out if any other homeless that live in the area had been attacked, but had gone unreported, because at this time we had nothing connecting any other events to this incident. Why we are instituting major case protocols, Captain Corn identified through our digital forensics lab, our lab itself, we began processing quite a bit of forensic evidence. We were also able to install forensic cameras along the routes that we believed our suspect was traveling. On yesterday, at approximately 5:50 p.m., officers from South Central Area Command responded to a report of a stabbing that occurred at the 2700 block of East Flamingo. As officers initially responded to that scene, the suspect description was given out. Thankfully, due to our covert cameras that were in the area, our Fusion Watch operators were quickly able to identify the suspect leaving the scene as he continued down the same route from the previous murders. Thankfully, patrol officers in the area who we had closely coordinated with and knew the area that we were focusing on were able to quickly stop the suspect in the area of 1400 block of Rochelle and quickly take him into custody, and that person was identified as Christopher Martel. You can see his photograph to my left. As officers took him into custody, Mr. Martel set down on the ground a black knife inside of a black plastic sheath that was large and was very similar in description to the knife we caught on camera from the murder on September 14th. Based on the information that we had, Mr. Martel was quickly transported to Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department headquarters, where he was processed for his clothing and interviewed. Also, at that same time, we immediately identified that Mr. Martel lived in the 1600 block of Rochelle, which is in the area of Rochelle and Caliente. We identified an apartment that he lived at and determined that he lived there by himself. Based on that information, based on the close proximity to our other murders that we were investigating and the modus operandi matching, we quickly executed a search warrant at his residence, where thankfully we were able to identify clothing, which included that we recovered from the house, which was the black puffer jacket, the black fedora, the brown boots, and the black and white shoes that we believe were used on the murder on September 20th. Based on all that information, coupled with all the information from the attack that happened yesterday, we were able to arrest Ms. Martel and book him in the Clark County Detention Center for 2 counts of attempted murder and 2 counts of murder, one for this murder on September 14th and one for the murder on September 20th. Just to recap a brief overview of the incident that occurred yesterday, was that there was 2 individuals walking westbound, a white female who was in her 30s, who was pushing another elderly male in a wheelchair westbound on the sidewalk. Both people were also appear to be homeless, and they were westbound on the sidewalk. when Mr. Martel came from behind them and quickly began attacking the female who was pushing the male and stabbing her in the neck and upper torso area. After she fell to the ground, he began to attack the male in the wheelchair and pulled him out of the wheelchair. Thankfully, citizens in the area immediately stopped, began calling into 911, and began advising officers of the suspect description, which, as I mentioned earlier, our Fusion Watch operators were able to use that information to quickly identify the suspect using our camera system and to identify where he was at so he could quickly be apprehended. Thank you very much. We'll take questions afterwards. I'm going to turn it back over to Captain Korn at this time.
Thanks, Lieutenant Johansson. There's no doubt this is a very tragic situation. And as you've seen with every one of our press conferences and every one of our investigations, is every single homicide that we have that happens in our jurisdiction is a priority. And our team is relentless in investigating every case as quickly as we possibly can and trying to catch the suspects in all of these cases as quickly as possible. Huge thank you to Lieutenant Johansson, who leads our homicide investigations, and his team, who they truly work tirelessly. Most of them have not slept in days because of this major case protocol, and they worked very hard to try to apprehend the suspect in this case as quickly as possible. And then in terms of the major case protocol, when we say we bring together a variety of units, it's impossible to list all the different entities and people that really contribute to successful conclusion to an investigation. But there are a variety of units that are worth mentioning. Everything from, we said, Fusion Watch, which I know you have done some media pieces on. We have a unit that has a lot of high technology, and they use a lot of our crime fighting cameras. Those units are invaluable. Same with our crime lab, our digital forensics, our technical intelligence units, our other intelligence units. The list really goes on. There's just a variety of people that really help in these types of cases. And I would be remiss if I didn't say that our patrol officers did a remarkable job. This is a dangerous profession, as we all know, and they knew what they were pursuing yesterday when the third incident happened, and they were fearless in trying to catch the suspect, and because of those courageous acts, we were able to catch him before he got away and before we lost any other evidence that we would have needed for this case. So a lot of credit goes to those officers yesterday who did a really good job. We'll go ahead and take some questions, but as I said before, we just want to reiterate this case just happened recently. There's still a lot of effort that needs to happen to continue to prepare for prosecution. There's certain things that we won't be able to answer, but we will, as we always have been, continue to be as transparent as possible. So with that, please. Yes, ma'am.
Are there any other cases that he's being looked at, perhaps cold cases or anything else that's happened in that neighborhood that he might be responsible for?
When we have these types of cases, it's common practice for us to go back and look at all open cases to make sure that we don't have another case that could relate to this suspect. That process is ongoing now. I can't say specifically until we complete the process. Yes, sir.
What do we know so far about a motive for him to target single females that are homeless?
We don't know yet in terms of motive, and we won't be able to discuss the interactions in terms of the interview at this time because we want to maintain the integrity of the prosecution. But we did pick up on that pattern as quickly as we did, and that is a priority for us when we see something like that. And as Jason pointed out, when there are vicious attacks like that, and that's why we stood up major case protocol. Yes, ma'am.
2 killings, 2 stabbings. Are we calling this suspect a serial killer?
You know, our terminology is right now that this was a series of stabbings and obviously the 2 murders that are related to that. It's hard to exactly pick what words to use, but I think that what's important to take away for the public is that this was a priority very early into the case because of the nature of the situation.
Was it the same weapon in the 914 and the 920? Johansson said the 914 weapon was recovered.
We believe the same knife was used in both attacks, in all 3 attacks, actually.
What were the extent of the victim's injuries yesterday?
It is also to the upper torso area. They are critical but stable condition as of now.
Both male and female, or just the female?
Male and female are both critical and stable condition right now. Yes, sir.
Did Martel have any priors of violent crimes?
Nothing that stands out as of now. We're still going into the full background. When these types of cases happen, similar to looking into older open cases to make sure there's no connection there, we also try to learn as much as we possibly can for the future. So we're doing a deep dive into the person's background, history, and we'll have more of that as we continue to go forward with this investigation. Just time for one more question, and then we'll wrap it up. And actually, it looks like we've covered all the questions. So with that, I do appreciate you guys being here and getting the information out to the public. And as well, thank you to our homicide team and everyone else who plays a role in this investigation. Thank you.